Hello students. Now we will read chapter 9 Trade of Geography book class 9th Maharashtra board. This is a chapter related to economics. Try this. Obtain the following information. Make a list of commodities which you use daily. Who uses these commodities? Write the source of the supplies of these commodities. From where do you buy these commodities? What do you call the act of buying and selling? What does the shopkeeper take in lieu of the commodity? From where do these commodities come to the market? From where have you bought them and what is the main source? Obtain this information and write it against the commodities in the list. Hold a discussion in a class about the obtained information. Geographical explanation. On the basis of the information obtained above, you will realize that we buy the goods we need from the shops, markets, or malls around us. Generally, the sellers of these goods are not the manufacturers of the goods. They bring these commodities from somewhere. It is not necessary that these commodities are manufactured in our surroundings. They are manufactured at places very far away. They could be first brought by retail sellers from wholesale market, factories, agricultural product market, committees, etc. And then they reach us. Find out you gets products from other places. Similarly, find out where the special products or items made in your village or city are sent. We have various needs in our day to day life. We buy various things to satisfy these wants. When we buy them, we create a demand for them. To fulfill the demand for these products, the production of these goods is carried out. The producer supplies these goods in order, in other words, he sells them to wholesale trader. Thus, the buying and selling of goods is done to fulfill each other's needs. These who purchase are the consumers of the goods. The producer produces and the sellers sell the goods. Buyers and sellers buy and sell the goods respectively. This is called trade. Figure 9.1. The concept of trade. Demand or buying, supply or sale. Here is trade. Trade happens when demand and supply comes together. Trade is an important economic activity. The economic life of people is interdependent. No region or country is self sufficient. Trade between two regions is necessary to fulfill the needs of the people. As each region has different geographical conditions, each region produces specific commodities. If there is a paucity of a commodity, then there is demand for that commodity. The place where it is abundant provides the supply of the commodity. Thus, supply is done from regions producing excess commodities of region to region facing deficit according to the demand. For example, apples produced in Jammu and Kashmir are sent to other states of India having a demand for it. Do you know? Trade is an age old concept. In ancient and medieval periods, trade was done through the barter system. In this, there was an exchange of goods with other goods. Gains were exchanged, grains were exchanged in lieu of work done or oil, salt, honey, and milk were exchanged for grains. Were exchanged for grains. There was no currency used in this trade. Even today, we see traders who exchange utensils in lieu of old clothes, but this creates problems of estimating a proper price of commodities. Earlier too, such problems were encountered. As a result, the use of currency started. Today, in this modern age, trade is carried out with the help of currency only, but barter system is still prevalent to a small extent in remote areas amongst the tribal people. This is a picture showing barter system. Some utensils are selling with clothes. Can you tell? Trade involves selling and buying of goods. But do you know that trade can also take place without goods? We get vegetables from the vegetable vendor when we pay him money. We get books for which we pay money. When we travel by a vehicle, we pay the fare. Do we get any commodity from it? We have to give remuneration in lieu of the advice we take from lawyers or doctors. Do we get any commodity from them? Why do you pay the ticket for a movie and then go inside the theater? You pay cash or money for getting your haircut. Why? Geographical explanation. In the above instances, when there is buying and selling of goods, it is called visible trade. On the other hand, when there is an exchange of services, it is called invisible trade. See figure 9.2a, visible trade. Some vegetables are buying by this lady from this vegetable seller and paying him money. In second picture, figure 9.2b, invisible trade. A patient came to the doctor paying her money for the doctor's advice. So this is a service which gives doctor to the patient. A. According to the quantity of goods. Types of trades. On the basis of quantity of goods, on the basis of the extent of trade region. Wholesale trade, retail trade. Domestic internal trade, international external trade. Depending on the quantity of goods, there are two types of trade, wholesale and retail. Wholesale trade. Traders buy commodities on a large scale directly bought from the producers. The commodities are also sold on a large scale to retail traders. This is called wholesale trading. Wholesale traders buy goods on a large scale from industrialists, farmers, etc. For example, the orchard owners of mangoes or oranges sell their entire production to wholesale traders. Retail trade. When the traders buy goods from wholesale traders and sell it directly to consumers, then it is known as retail trading. The quantity of goods sold is less in this case. For example, the shopkeepers selling goods, vegetable vendors in markets, etc. B. According to the extent of region. The buying and selling of goods happens at various levels. On that basis, trade can be divided into local, regional, national, and international trade. Domestic trade. Internal trade. This trade takes place between different regions within the same country. The size of the country, diversity, distribution, and availability of natural resources affect the internal trade within the country. The size of population, transport and communication, services, the living standard of the people, marketing system lead to large scale internal trade. In India, factors like diversity in geographical conditions and high population also affect the domestic trade. A country's development is dependent on the extent of the domestic trade. If there is a good economic growth, then trade will also be more. Thus, there is a positive relation between economic growth and trade. International trade. International trade means the exchange of goods and services of the country with other countries. Some countries produce specific products in excess. For example, crude oil in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and wheat production in the US, USA, Canada, etc. These products are sent to countries having demand for these goods. This leads to the beginning of international trade. When international trade takes place between two countries, it is bilateral trade. When it occurs between more than two countries, it is called multilateral trade. Export and import. Export and import are the basic processes of international trade. When a country buys those goods and services which are scarce in their own country from another country, it is known as import. When a country produces excess goods or services than required, it sells these to countries which have a demand for it. This is called export. Give it a try. Obtain information regarding the bilateral trade between India and Japan for any financial year and the value of the export and import of major goods. Write two paragraphs on it. Use your brain power. Suppose you are a trader and you want to sell your product in other states of the country and also in other parts of the world. Which of these is an easier way of doing trade? Which trade can bring have some limitations? Look for reasons behind them. Balance of trade. The difference between the import and export values of a country in a specific period is called balance of trade. Following are the types of balance of trade. When the value of imports is more than the value of exports, it is called unfavorable balance of trade. See in this figure 9.3a, unfavorable balance of trade, because import is more than export. Means we are buying more than selling. So we have to pay more. When the value of exports is more than the value of imports, it is called favorable balance of trade. In figure B, 9.3b, favorable balance of trade. Import is less, export is more. Then we will get more money from other countries. When the value of exports and imports is almost the same, it is called balanced balance of trade. See, import and export are same in 9.3c, balanced trade. International trade organizations. Carrying out trade at an international level is a more complex process than domestic trade. Trade takes place between two or more nations. Factors like the economy of the country, government policies, markets, laws, judicial system, currency, language, etc. influence the trade. The political relations between the two countries also influences the trade between them. Sometimes the obstacles in the way of trading affect the mutual relationships adversely. To avoid this, international economic and trade organizations came up to smoothen and justify the process of trade between countries of different economic standing. Some international economic organizations were formed. These organizations worked towards the facilitation and growth of international trade. The details of a few organizations have been given here in the following table. Headquarters of ASEAN. Head Office of World Trade Organization. See the pictures. Some economic organizations of the world. Name of the International Trade Organization, then number of member states and logo, headquarters country, aims, functions. World Trade Organization WHO, number of members 164. This is the logo. Headquarter in Geneva, Switzerland. Aims or functions to provide platform for negotiations in international trade, to handle the differences related to trade, monitor the trade policies of member states, providing technological assistance and training to developing countries. Then second is European Union, EU, symbol European Union. Number of countries 28. Headquarter Brussels, Belgium. Aims established an integrated market amongst member nations in Europe. Free flow of goods, services, and capital in Europe. Commodities have been cancelled on exchange of goods within members. Common euro currency established. The next is Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC. 13 countries are there. This is the symbol or logo. Vienna is the headquarter in Austria, controlling the international trade of crude oil, controlling the rates of crude oil production among member states, maintaining consensus in oil export. Then South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, SARC. It has 8 countries. This is the logo of SARC and headquarter is in Kathmandu, Nepal. Finding satisfactory solutions to the common problems faced by countries in South Asia, increasing social welfare, raising the living standard, and increasing regional cooperation among member states to remove unrest in South Asia. Then Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN. It has 10 countries. This is the logo, ASEAN. Headquarter in Jakarta, Indonesia. Expanding social and cultural harmony along with economic growth in Southeast Asia. Promoting regional peace. Promoting tax waivers for trade growth in member states. Then Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation, APEC, APEC. It has 21 countries. This is the logo, Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation. Headquarter is in Singapore. Aim is free trade and economic cooperation in Asia Pacific Ocean region, promoting regional and technical cooperation among members. The next is BRICS. It has Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. This is the logo. It has 5 countries. BRICS. Every letter stands for a name of a country. Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Headquarter is in Shanghai, China. Aims are make funds available for growth of economies of members, enhancing mutual economic cooperation, and strengthening economic security. Make friends with maps. Figure 9.4 World Political Outline Map. So this is the map of world. Find out the names of the member states of the following organizations with the help of internet. Show these member nations on the outline map given in figure 9.4 using different color for each organization. OPEC member countries and SAARC member countries. Think about it. What will happen if there is only one currency used in the whole world? Marketing. Can you tell? With a lot of hard work, Dhondiba used to grow the best varieties of vegetables and other agricultural commodities. But his products could not fetch a good price. His college going son saw this situation and he first packed the commodities nicely after cleaning them neatly. Then he contacted the supermarket in the town. Looking at the quality of his product, they advertised the farm product and kept it for sale in the mall. Today, Dhondia's commodities are being sold for higher prices than before. Why did Dhondiba's commodities start getting higher price? What did Dhondiba's son do for that? What measures would you suggest to do to the farmers near you so that their agricultural products fetch a good price? Geographical explanation. An appropriate presentation of any commodity is indispensable. The the price of the commodity is determined by its quality, its grading, and how it is presented before the customer. Dondiba's commodities lacked this. Dondo- Dondiba's son recognized it and adapted necessary changes on time. Thus, when we take similar measures for industrial and agricultural products, then the value of the commodities increases from the customer's view. Thus, the product fetches a good price and also demand for the product increases. Try this. A list of few goods you regularly use at home is given here. Write the name of the product, the manufacturer name, and the source of information in front of it. Goods that you use, these are the goods, name of the company, then source of information to be written here. Toothpaste powder, tea or coffee, bathing soap, hair oil, biscuits. After answering the questions above, you must have realized that it is necessary to have good quality product. Also, its advertisement affects us. Everyone doesn't possess knowledge about every product, but when we see others using that product or if we see the advertisement about the product, when we inquire about it or see it in the market, it occurs to us that we need to use this product and we buy it. All this is possible because of marketing. Good marketing promotes business. Importance of marketing. Modern industrial social fabric, globalization and availability of abundant choices or alternatives of the products is the structure of today's business world. In this context, the existence of marketing system for trade is very important. Through marketing, one can increase business systematically. The production can be distributed all at once on a large scale. The product can reach a large number of consumers. the selling price of the product also increases. Also, defective products can be recalled from the market. Therefore, in today's era, marketing is a vital part of trading systems. Advertisements making the customers feel the need to buy the goods are on rise. Reaching maximum customers, attracting customers to the products and making consumers buy the products are the objectives behind them. In recent times, information technology and media have affected the marketing systems deeply. Because of the revolution in the field of information technology, the whole world has become a big market. Through internet, we can get information about the production taking place in various countries. This makes numerous options available to the consumers. It is due to internet that consumers can use facilities like online trading, e-marketing, etc. Always remember, an invisible flow develops when a product goes from producer to consumer. The commercial functions involved in this flow are collectively called marketing. The price of a commodity, sales promotion, advertising and distribution are the major components of marketing. Commodity, production, classification, branding, labeling, packaging, then price, then promotions, then distribution. Example rice, basmati, whole, broken, dubar, etc. Name of the company, logo, number, details about the quality of production, price, advertisement, distribution, attractive packaging. If a product is advertised using incorrect information, fraudulent means, or making exaggerated statements to cheat the consumers, pointing out the shortcomings of the competitors, then advertisements tend to lose our trust many a times. Therefore, while advertising, it is necessary to follow rules and regulations. The consumer should also be aware of such advertisements. That is why the Consumer Protection Act has been enacted. It is necessary that the consumer recognizes his own needs and buys goods at reasonable rates. So, this is the end of chapter. Thank you.